right, it is day 2 of the Gen 3. Oh, it's outside. The Gen 350 rebuild. We don't have the nuts on yet, so we'll just pull off the cylinder head. One of them and just show you where we're at so far. While he's pulling off the cylinder head, let me show you his old cylinder head and show you how destroyed it is. So first, I have to clean this, don't worry. I have my sand and everything, I'll clean it up. But here is the piston. Here's the piston with a gaping hole in that bitch. No mames. You can probably see the clown from It hiding in there. And then this is the cylinder head. This cylinder head, I don't even think it's rebuildable. I'll show you the damage right here. All the valves are destroyed. One of them obviously dropped. These 2 are bent. I'm pretty sure the seat on that one is actually completely shattered. And then you can see the spark plug, what's left of it, completely obliterated. Also, somebody had commented saying it was like a builder error or whatever. So like when you do cams, you don't touch valve train on these cars, at least not for the cams that he had. So I don't see how it's a builder error. We also checked timing when we took it all apart. Timing was still in time, and all the cam tower bolts were still in torque spec. So there was no error there. So that guy just doesn't know what he's talking about. The guy was basically like, it could have ran great for months and then still blew up because of installer error. But no, that's not how it works, buddy. If we like timed it wrong, it'd blow up on the jump. Or if something was not torqued correctly, which we double checked the torque and it was good, pulling the engine apart. If it wasn't torqued correctly, it would not have ran for months. It would have like ran for like a day or 2 and then just, obliterated. And even then, if the cam tower bolts weren't torqued to spec, it wouldn't just snap a valve. That cam tower bolt would just fall off. So we have the brand new Gen 3 short block stock. He didn't go with an eliminator, and the people are asking why. He didn't go with eliminator because he wants to stay NA, and the Illuminator block is a lower compression engine. It's 11-to-1, not 12-to-1, so you would just be downgrading. He's not boosting this car, so there was no point in doing an Illuminator block. So like I was saying, stock Gen 3 short block, brand new OEM Gen 3 head gaskets. These short blocks do come with new knock sensors, and then we have ARP head studs. If you didn't know, you have to clean the head studs of their oil from when they ship so they don't rust. And then, of course, you have the ARP assembly lube, whatever you want to call it. And that's pretty much it. You don't really torque these down or anything. You just get them snug, and then you torque the nuts. Already has the oil pan and pickup tube that comes with this short block. They come complete. All you have to do is put on heads and timing components. But, yeah, you guys did put in the upgraded oil pump gear and crank sprocket. So there's that. Boom, just like that. And then you put on all the washers. They do face a certain way. Make sure you're checking how they face. On your washers, one side is a little bit smoother and one side is sharper. You see how this side is smoother on the corner and this side is sharper? Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to get to focus. Anyway, one side is smoother, one side is sharper. Sharper side faces down. You can see it. But she's looking good. We also had cleaned up the cylinder head. Remember, it was all dusty from sitting outside. There's no longer any dirt. There's no longer any dirt or debris in it, so it's a super good, clean head, back to normal, and this thing should be up and running very soon. We're not going to put it in the car today, but we're going to build this engine and get it ready together. This way it's good to drop in once we have some free time, but they just came here so we can pull this thing, put it together. And here's my Gen 2. Best license plate ever. That shit's sick. All my parts just in here. Do it again. But yeah, it's just full of all my parts. A lot of shit that I'm not even going to use. I have to get rid of, like, I'm going to do a build it timing cover, build it valve covers and stuff. So I'm getting... Nah, come here. Come here. What happened? What? Yeah. Be a good boy. All right? Fuck up. And here is his headers. Full of oil. No promise. Goofy ass headers. Still have parts coming in for the Gen 1. Actually, my TBMs came in. Let me show you the front TBMs. And my ARP lug studs came in. So, maybe we throw on the brakes today? I think so. Probably should have recorded, but we got some Moriscos. This shit's gas, fucking A. Buzz down with the chips. Watch me take this bite. So, baby, what do you got going on here, bro?
No, I'm lowering spring PMR.
Damn, buff ass motherfucker. You're a little high there, bud. Right there. Oh, you're way high. Go ahead.
It's 420, bro.
Oh, it is 420. Smoke that doink, brother.
Put me up a little bit.
It's gonna be a little bit weird to get through. Check it out. Check it out, buddy. Go like this. And then you can twist it straight. Oish. See that? Some wiggles. Here, hold on. Go down on this a little bit. Bring that down just a hair. Go ahead, right there. Pop her in. Oh! And that's why they say I make these bitches cream. What? My fault. I mean, dudes. Now I make my really quick gas station run to go get me a drink and some snacks, man, because you gotta have something to munch on while you work. You feel me? It's also a Saturday. I want to be home, but no, the grind don't stop, baby. Hey, but for real though, I need to cool it off of the hot foods and snacks that I be eating, bro, because it be fucking up my stomach. I've been shitting my ass off the last few days. Like In-N-Out, oh my God, I be eating the whole chili, like the whole chili, with every bite. Every bite, eat a whole chili. Even my fries, I'll stuff my mouth fries, pop a chili in my mouth, bro. That'd be fucking up my stomach, but that's just so gas. It's so gas, make me bust my ass. You know what you're doing over here, bud? Yeah. Damn. 125 foot-pounds. That's a lot. But it is ARP. What's up with these random studs, bro? While they're torquing up the block, I'm going to pull in my Gen 1, and we're going to put on the TBM because I really want to see how they look like, especially with the Illumistars on. And I got the titanium lug nuts, so we'll throw those on too. I think the ARP lug studs. Or should we go home? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna think about it in the next like 5 minutes. There are two overs to torque it, so I'm going to torque it. Torquing the ARP head studs is very nerve-wracking. It always feels like it's gonna fucking snap because it's just like, it's a lot of torque and a lot of flex. But it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
Josh should tap into his Instagram live if you want to see him twerk.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing for me, I'm the boss. All done. Haboombalakaka. Haboombalakaka. Sheesh, brother. Are these new plugs or these old plugs?
Those are old plugs. He doesn't want to get new plugs.
You don't want to get new plugs?
These are his OEM plugs.
Bro, if you're poor, just fucking say that.
But here's the thing.
OEM plug king.
He has to get 4 for these.
No, no.
Right?
No.
Those saw nitrous.
There's
OEM
no
plug.
plugs in here.
OEM plug king.
He's gonna blow up again.
You're definitely blowing up again.
OEM plug king.
He's gonna be running fuel too with these.
Damn, I could get all up in this piston.
Stock plug king.
Stock plug king?
Yes.
That ain't no flex, my G.
Going for that, right?
Haboombalakaka. Haboombalakaka. Now, he doesn't want the viewers or anybody to see what cams are in his car. Just know it's cammed.
Stage 2 comp NA.
Well, there you go.
433430.
433. No, you're right. 433, 43. Yeah.
433430.
Yeah, okay, I guess you guys know what cams are in there. In the meantime, we're gonna throw on my TBMs, and extended ARP lug studs. Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. Give me this. Also, the homie left weed in my car, and now my car smells like weed, and I don't do drugs. I should probably crack my windows because it smells like a fucking skunk up in that bitty. Yeah. TBMs. So check this out. Let's go wide angle. we got the 12-inch steel lines, okay. Got some trash. Got instruction manual. I'm gonna keep that because I don't know how to put these together. We got the TBM stickers. Come here. And then now, ooh, what? I'm part of the team? Oh shit. I'm not even sponsored, bro. Look at how small these dual piston calipers are. I've been calling them single piston just because it looks like one, but it's two. Look at this, it's smaller than my palm. It's smaller than my palm. And I got some big doinks. It's so cute. And they're super light. I could finger it like, look at how light it is. All right, let's put this one to the side. Got the other caliper to the side. And then you have to put together the rotors. I would assume this is hardware. What the hell is this? Give me this. The whole time I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Anywho, I pulled out that one. Recorded the homies being weird, but it didn't record for some stupid reason. These things are extremely, extremely light and very beautiful, might I say. Look at that machine work. It's got like 30 different fucking lug patterns on this bitch. To the side. I was showing you guys how cute these little brake pads were. Let me bust this shit open up the fucking wrapper. Dude, it's the size of my thumb. It's smaller than my thumb. Measure.
That shit's small.
It's smaller than your wiener? Oh, you know that bitch is small. These are the cutest little brake pads. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to stop. We also have hardware. So these are caliper bolts. These guys, I would assume, is caliper to the little adapter that it has somewhere in here. I think these guys. And then we also have probably rotor hardware. This is probably rotor to the center hub hardware. And then we also have the banjo bolts for the brake line to caliper. Set those aside. I want to see what this is. Let's see what these are. Yeah, so these are to the knuckle and then caliper, I think. I think these are caliper to knuckle. Put these to the side. Dude, everything here is so light. I think these are like titanium or something because they literally weigh nothing. Then, of course, we have here our rotor. This would be the heart or the heaviest part of the brakes. And it's still very, very light. I can't even put into perspective. Jesus Christ. I can't even put into perspective. These are probably 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds for this outer rotor. And then the center ring is super light, so these things weigh absolutely nothing. Give me this. Now we gotta figure out how to put these things together. I'm gonna go through the instructions and I'll come back once they are pieced together. We have it laid out. Let's get this shit started, man. God, these are so nice. So nice. So this is how it sits. We have the center hub, the rotor, and this little lip part faces towards the hub itself. And then we have this hardware, which we have to put red Loctite on and then torque to 18 foot-pounds, each one of them in a star pattern, of course. And here we are, one of them torqued up. 18 foot-pounds does not seem like enough to me, but this is what the OEM calls for, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow their instructions. Here, they are torquing the cam tower bolts. And the guy who was like, oh, you guys didn't do it right. Here it is right here. Here it is right here, all new hardware. All new right here. So if it blows up, it's driver error.
Oh no, I'm not looking while I'm twerking.
I'm
not looking at the torque specs. Oh no. Oh no.
That's not torqued right, bro. That's not torqued right because you didn't look.
Oh no.
This guy knows what he's talking about. We don't.
No, we don't.
And another one bites the dust. Let's go ahead and build the next rotor. This thing looks really fucking good. Holy. Set these guys aside. Put this over there. Put this back. Bring this over. Flip this guy. Oh, shit, motherfucker. Move these to the side. This is knuckle to caliper. Don't forget your Loctite, too. It calls for red Loctite. Here you go. Okay, we got both rotors built with Loctite and torque to 18 foot-pounds, of course, in a star pattern. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull off the Illumistars, pull off the stock rotors, and then disconnect the calipers. Actually, they're already disconnected, so all we gotta do is now assemble this stuff. Also, I am keeping a tab on everything I am buying for the car, all the work that's getting done. I'm putting the part, what it is, and how much it costs before tax and shipping, because it's gonna be different for everybody else. But so far, we are $33,000 into this build, everything that I've ordered so far. So if you guys wanted to copy this build, at the end, I'll have the full build list, excluding tax, shipping, and of course, I'm not showing any labor because whatever shop you take it to is gonna charge differently. So I will give you guys the full breakdown if you wanted to copy this build, if you chose to for some whatever reason. But yeah, it's right under $33,000 for everything that we bought for this car so far. So be patient. The parts are coming in quick and we're gonna get this build going. Alt worked. Can't show any part numbers, of course.
90 inch-pounds. 53 in the sequence first, and then 90. That's ARPs.
ARPs, that is ARPs. We go by torque specs.
Look at these runners.
Let's go look at runners.
Head's not ported. Look at this.
Oh yeah, they are gonna say heads are ported. Let me turn on a flashlight. Oh, hold on. Yeah, these heads are not ported. You see how it's rough? It looks like his left testicle, right? You wanna see ported heads? I'll show you my heads. These are my heads that are going on this Gen 1 build.
Just rip this side.
Nah, just go right here. Go right here so we can show them. Exhaust. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to get my finger in the hole.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit. Oh! Ah! All right, look, here we go. See, that's CNC ported. CNC ported, followed by a little hand polish in the rougher areas that the CNC machine cannot get to. And then you can see the oversized titanium valves in this. That is what a CNC ported head looks like. And then here's these exhaust ones for reference. No port. Yeah, that shit's disgusting.
Ew. That's nasty.
We wanted him to go ported heads, but bro's poor or something. Fucking broke ass. And here we have the ARP lug studs. Here's the rears and here's the fronts. They are different sizes. So if you have a Gen 1 or S197, here's the part numbers for the rear. And here's the part number for the front. They're super easy to get out. You literally just get a hammer, take off the little brake dust shield. I'm not gonna run it anyway. Tap it, and then it pulls right out. There's a little flat side to it, and then you could put in your new one, and then you pull it through. What do we have?
I'm being nice, and I'm giving him my phasers.
Brand new?
Yeah, brand new phasers, because I don't want to do this shit again.
Brand new phasers?
I don't want to have to take apart his fucking motor again.
Damn, you're too nice. You're too nice. And now with these, as you can see, the flat side right here is just to get over this ABS line here. And then you're gonna get spacers, add a bunch of spacers, put on like an old lug nut. I don't recommend using a new one. They do make special tools for this. I don't have it, but you can do it this way. You add a bunch of washers or spacers, put this on, tighten it down, and it's literally going to pull this out and into the hub, and that's it. It's gonna look something like this. Basically have a bunch of washers right here, a 1/2 inch socket, and then the older lug that I'm no longer using to use the impact, drive it in, and I'll show you right now as it sucks in. Go ahead and press record.
Go.
Just like this. And that is it. You can see right here how it's seated flat. And this is honestly on a low setting too, so it doesn't need that much torque to pop this guy on. Now you're just gonna repeat the same process to all the other ones. Same with the back. Also, while you're doing this, if ever they don't want to thread on just by your fingers, it feels a little rough, get the next old lug nut. I always get new lug nuts. These ones are like super cheap, $30 at AutoZone. But yeah, if ever it feels a little rough, go to the next lug nut and then keep repeating until they're all in. You ready, Papacito?
Nope.
Put some tension on that. Put some tension on that tensioner, bud.
It's locked.
It's
locked. Because I gave him new tensioners too. There we
go. Boom! Boom! Now I've got all the front ARP lug studs on the car. We are now going to move on. Oh, I gotta pop off this washer. We are now going to move on to the actual caliper assembly and rotors. And now remember, with every time you use washers, there is a rounder side and a sharper side. Sharper side always faces whatever it's gonna touch. The rounder side always faces the head of the bolt. This is for surface area purposes. And also, anytime you are using a lock washer, it goes bolt, lock washer, and then regular washer. Always goes like that. Also, don't forget to torque your lug nuts. Or don't, that's not what I meant. Don't forget to use fucking Loctite. What the hell am I talking about? This is how it's going to sit, just like this. I'm gonna leave this at the end. This is how this plate faces. The bolt's going through the back, through the knuckle, into the little bracket itself. And it also comes with 25mm spacers, but the only time, sorry, 0.25mm spacers. The only time you're gonna use these is if you have these strange hubs, which I do not. We're using factory hubs, and then you're gonna torque these down. Also with these rotors, now that we have this tight, these rotors, there's different holes in them. This one has more space. This one is a little bit smaller in diameter. You want to use the hole that fits the best. So this one obviously has damn near no space on the sides, whereas let's say we try this hole, there's a big gap, which is gonna cause it to be wobbly or uneven. So you're gonna put it to the size that fits your whatever you're working on. It is now time to put on the caliper itself. Make sure this bleeder screw faces up, okay? You're not gonna have it face the bottom. Air obviously rises up, so when you go to bleed it, you're gonna have trouble if it's upside down. Always make sure the bleeder side is up. This is the part where you get to where you're going to have to add washers to your caliper to space it out correctly. So if I show you here, and I put this to the mounting flange, you can see it's not perfectly center. There's a bigger gap on this side than this side. You're gonna add washers in between the caliper and this bracket to space it out until you are dead even. This way you have even brake distribution. Okay, for me, I personally found that 2 of the supplied washers was perfect to get it dead even. I could probably add a 3rd, but it's pretty close. On my eyes, it looks pretty close. On the camera, it's a little bit off. I think I'm gonna add a 3rd washer just to be safe, get a little bit more center than this, but that's pretty much how it works. Okay, I tried the 3rd washer and it was a little bit too far out of adjustment. This is as close as we're gonna get. That's pretty dead center if you could see the gap there. That's just about perfect with just 2 washers. Now we're gonna go ahead and tighten them. Now for this, go ahead. What are we doing? Oh, we're torquing the spec using brand new OEM hardware. Wait.
89 inch-pounds.
At some point today. Oh! Brand new OEM hardware torque to spec. It's wrong. No. And this is how we look with the all tight. I now have to pull these pins and put in the brake pads. This is from the back. If you guys are doing this on your own, just for reference, this is how it sits. And then those washers that I was telling you about to space out the caliper go between the caliper and this mounting bracket. And that's it. God, this thing looks fucking beautiful. We are now going to connect the brake line. Oh, I guess it came with banjo bolts. So now I have extra banjo bolts. But now we're gonna go from here over around this guy. I'm probably gonna tie it up to here somewhere out of the way. And then it's gonna go to this factory line. This was self-tapped into here. So I gotta figure out some way to mount this up. I'm probably gonna make a bracket at some point, but for now we're just gonna mount the line to the caliper. Well, it turns out this 12-inch line, which is not the one I ordered a 14-inch line, is a little too short. I don't wanna have to change this hard line. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these probably for the back, and then I'm gonna order like a 16-inch line maybe, because even 14 I think might be a little short going underneath. And then to here, I wanna make sure this is tied up really close to the frame. Having this short line is not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to order it. For now, we'll just leave this way it is with a little cap on top of this line. And there we have it in full entirety. All you gotta do is take off this little Allen and it pulls the bracket out on its own, slip in the pads, and that's it. Very light torque spec as well. Just barely get it snug. It's a teeny tiny little Allen bolt. You don't wanna go overkill. And there it is. Holy, that is gorgeous. We have the ARP extended lug studs. We have the titanium lug nuts. We have the TBM dual piston calipers, and just look at that mug. Oh my God. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Boom, there she is. Fully in time. Rotated the engine about 30 times just to make sure it doesn't contact anything. This guy who commented it was an install error is definitely punching the air right now. God. And of course it has to get oil pressure to give these guys some tension, so that's why you see some slack in the chains. But that's it, man. Fully assembled Gen 3 long block. And just like that, the driver's side is now done. So both front brake assemblies are done. If I didn't have to record, it'd probably take me 10-15 minutes per. but that's about it. When you bleed the brakes, make sure you always bleed at the furthest point first and work your way to the front. So like, for example, when I do my rear TBMs, I'm gonna do that passenger rear first, driver rear, passenger front, driver front. And then that's it. That's how you bleed and everything. But yeah, here we go. Now we're gonna pull off the bellics off the rear and get started on putting those ARP lug studs in and then the new lug nuts. This is the first time I see this. I don't know if these are bolted in, but that might be a problem because the new ones are press-in. I've never seen it before. Obviously, this is aftermarket stuff here. That's not OEM. So I'm gonna have to pull out this caliper and take a look and see how do these guys come out and how are the new ones gonna go in. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. They're not tapping loose. I think I'm gonna have to pull the axle out. This way I could hit it with the impact or like I get an actual socket on there instead of just a wrench. So I'll do that another day. I don't feel like doing that today because we're about to go home. It's already about to be 2:30. So we have some stuff to go attend tonight, but that's gonna stop this. I'm gonna put these bellics back on the car with the lug nuts. And since I already hammered this one because I wasn't gonna use them, I damaged the threads. So I'm only gonna run 3. This one's roached. We're going to pause on the Gen 1. We are about ready to go home. This will just be a quick, easy little video for you guys. The Gen 3 long block is fully assembled. We do need to get a new crank bolt. This
did.
one, oh, this.
I had one.
Oh, we had a new crank bolt. Nice.
Yeah,
so timing cover,
a bunch of my stuff.
phasers, guides,
Tensioners.
chains.
No, not chains.
Oh,
Phasers.
crank bolt. Oh, here, crank bolt, phasers, tensioners, and head. Damn. And I give you free gasket maker.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be $8,000, my good sir. But the long block is fully assembled and it's pretty much ready to drop into his car. Now, we're not gonna do this today. We do have time today, technically speaking, but I have a little party to go to and I'm not gonna be here helping this goon out. He could do that his damn self. But let's just appreciate the S197, all of its glory. My bellics, the Series 2 to match the rears. The front runners are on their way, they're shipped. I'm just waiting for them to come in and then we're gonna throw them doinks on. It is now time to push in these 2 doinks into the shop and pack up to go home. If you guys enjoy the video, please like, subscribe. I will keep this content coming as long as you guys like it. But like I said, if you enjoy the video, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.